Hey YouTube, it's AllPrime13 with another Transformers video review. Today we are going to be looking at the Galaxy Toys new Mini 01EX Leader King. This is also the metallic version. I did get this one in particular off of AliExpress. Normally there would be some artwork of Prime there, but obviously it's covered up by that sticker. Should probably try and remove that. But yeah, and then on this side there's a picture of his vehicle mode. This does not come with physical instructions. It has a QR code for you to scan, which I am not a fan of. I like physical instructions. But that is it for the box. And here we have the figure himself. And as I mentioned, he is the metallic version. He does have a nice metallic finish. And it's a pretty solid little toy. And these Galaxy toys are going for around, they go for around like 22 to 25 depending on the figure. There's a few different characters. Right now I just have this Optimus, and I did just get the Megatron. I know that they have a couple different repaints of Optimus, and they also have a Prowl. I think maybe one other. I think they have a Warpath too, who I want to get. But so far I am enjoying these guys. As far as accessories, you can see he does come with an Energon axe and his ion rifle. So you do get his weapons. So there you can see he is ready for battle. As far as the rifle, it does just plug into his hand. Got a nice little peg there. And the axe itself just slips over on top of his hand. Just give that a little wiggle, and there it slides right off. As far as the figure's articulation goes, he does have a ball jointed head. It is a little stiff, but can get side to side, front and back, and you can rotate it all the way around. You get 360 at the arms. They are actually on ball joints, so it is sort of restricted ball joints, but you do get all the way out. You do get a bicep swivel. You do get a full, slightly over 90 degrees at the elbow. No real wrist articulation. They do move in and out on this hinge, but that's more for transformation. One thing that's surprising for this small figure is he does have an ab crunch. Yes, he has an ab crunch. And I do believe that's partially because of the transformation. Well, I don't believe that that is fact, but you also get 360 at the waist. Can kick that far forward and all the way back. You do get full splits. You get a thigh swivel. It's a little stiff. Over 90 at the knee. You do get some up and down at the toe, because it's actually on a ball joint as well. And you do get some side and side tilt for a sort of ankle effect. So yeah. Decent articulation for the little guy. A couple of quick size comparisons. Here he is. Well, let's get this a little closer. Huh? There he is next to a Dr. Wu Prime mold. And here is the Hasbro Core Class. These are both Nemesis because they were what I had on hand for the robot mode. And as I mentioned, I did just get their Megatron, so here is their Megatron. And they do look nice together. And just for a more common comparison, here he is next to a Deluxe in Cybertron Hotshot. But overall, a nice little robot mode. And they really do get some of those good details in there. They've even painted like the little lights on his chest. Didn't paint the yellow on his arms, but they did get his little gas tanks. And you can see some of the truck details there. And they did get his eyes with a light blue. It's kind of hard to see. They're a little tucked in, but yeah. Guess we can go ahead and work on transformation now. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to turn these toes upside down and fold that foot down like so. Gonna turn this upside down, fold that foot down, and we will wait to tuck those legs in. Going to fold in his fists. Then we are going to open up his chest. And then we are going to extend that ab crunch hinge. And I'm going to get these arms up and out of the way. Do want to sort of untab these wheel wells here and fold these little panels down here, and that'll help us bring these out to the side. But we do want to bring this hinge the rest of the way back, and there is, we want to rotate his waist around, and there is a little slot hole here that is going to go into this tab right here. But we are just going to sort of angle that up just to get that ready. Gonna come here, and honestly this is pretty straightforward. You know, if you've ever transformed an Optimus Prime before, you can probably figure this out. But you are gonna rotate these pieces here around, sort of keep these pieces out to the side. Going to extend this grill ab out on a little arm, and you're going to fold the bumper outwards like so. Kind of get that out of the way. Going to fold his head in, then we're going to come down here and collapse the legs up and then tab them together. The tabs are a little bit thick, so they don't go all the way together, but basically we're going to get them together and then tab that waist into that tab I mentioned before. And then sort of line up these pieces, and we're going to do the usual Optimus arm trick and bring them into the sides. Do want to make sure that the shoulders are squared and that the elbow is at 90 degrees. Bring this back and fold this in. Make sure that those are sitting at the proper angles. This is getting in the way. Come on. There we go. There we go. Oh, and I do believe, yeah, there is a little tab back here on the inner arm that I don't have quite lined up properly. There it goes. Tab that back in. Now we fold these headlight pieces up and around, which I think we can sort of start. No, not yet. Do want to bring these in, and we want to sort of make sure, because this likes to push in, that armature is a little wiggly. We want to push the bumper down so it'll tab into these two little side panels with the headlights on them. Then we can close the windows. Make sure they're closed all the way. Yep, see, popped up again. think that's about as good as you're gonna get. And there we have him in his semi-cab mode. Hooray! And it's a little rough, but you know, considering the size, you know, it does its job well enough. And these are actually little pinned-in wheels, so it does actually roll pretty well. So there's that. This does not come with any sort of trailer, and it does not appear there's any trailer hookup as far as I can tell. Maybe they might make one that could like maybe hook over these slots here where his feet are. This gap isn't really supposed to be there. The tabs are just too tight and I don't want to break them. So downside is there is no storage for the weapons as far as I can tell for the vehicle mode. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But other than that, it's fine. And we'll bring in Core Class Optimus as a comparison. So you get an idea of where they stack up. And here he is next to B127. Just to give you an idea compared to a deluxe. So yeah, not a bad little figure. I definitely enjoy it. I'm sure anyone who enjoys like Legend class or, you know, micro scale Transformers would probably enjoy this. And it's not too expensive. Like I said, it's only about, I think Prime was about 23 or so. I know that the Megatron I got is like 25, so they're all around like $20 to $25. They're not too expensive. And for the most part, they feel pretty solid. You know, they're not perfect, but considering the price and the size, I think they're alright. And I do like them. So yeah, just a cute little truck to keep trucking on. So yeah, I think that is about it for this little review here. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.